The reason I haven't done a video in a couple of weeks now is simply because the Lord hasn't given me His words for you. It is more than troubling. But why? Why did He stop? What's going on? I'm going to tell you right now. Hey, I'm author Michael Ramsey, and this is Michael Ramsey Books, where I show people how to transform their ordinary relationship with God into a spiritual one. If you haven't already subscribed, be sure to hit the red subscribe button and ring the notification bell now. Joshua 7:6. Then Joshua tore his clothes and fell face down to the ground before the ark of the Lord, remaining there until evening. Spiritually, when anything out of the ordinary happens, that is, when there's a departure from the norm in my walk with the Lord, my spiritual sense kicks into high gear. Since we're in the midst of a spiritual war and I'm up to my neck in it, the first thought that comes to mind is the possibility that the evil one or one of his generals or a demon is messing with me. They like to stir up trouble in my personal life in order to interfere with my spirit's ability to sense what's going on spiritually. Or it could be the reason God isn't giving me new things to say for you is because I've done something displeasing to the Lord. Or could it be there's sin in my life, possibly something I'm not even aware of? Ultimately, when this sort of thing happens, the first thing I do is I recommit all things to the Lord Jesus Christ. Next, I stop what I'm doing spiritually. No hearing, no doing. And in this case, I don't have a choice. Since there's no gas in the tank, spiritually speaking, I'm not going to get very far. I can sit down in front of my computer and I can try to write all day long, but if the Lord's not speaking to me, the engine's not going to start. I can push, but whatever I write will be void of spiritual content. Consequently, there's only one thing left to do. Instead of trying to guess what's wrong, I inquire of the Lord, as did Joshua when something went wrong and the Israelites were defeated by the man of Ai. Since spiritual things are higher things and we humans are lower beings, without an engine, that is, without employing your spirit, it is nearly impossible to engage the invisible, intangible, elusive things of the spirit. It's like trying to push your car down the freeway instead of hopping in and stepping on the gas. This time, it's because the Lord wants to take me and the next few videos in a slightly different direction, one that I'm really not very comfortable with. The reason the Lord deals with me this way is because I'm reluctant. I'd much rather talk about Him and all the amazing things He shows me, but that's not what He has in mind. That's not what He wants me to do. He wants me to speak to you about me. And by the way, this isn't the first time this sort of thing has happened. He withheld His words from me when He wanted me to do a video on my ability to receive light, whereas I'm able to see the future, the past, and comprehend great mysteries of the Bible. The Lord even shares his opinion of some people with me. I see the evil in their hearts and the darkness in their heads. Sometimes it takes my breath away. To be blunt, it's important for you to see when I present the messages in these videos, it's not me, it's him showing me what I'm supposed to say to you, and even how I'm supposed to say it. In the next video, I'll show you how that works and how my way is very different from the way most other pastors prepare a sermon. In subsequent videos, I'm going to let you walk with me and see some of the ways I interact with the Lord, which is quite possibly very different than what you might imagine. Because one of the things I struggled with early on after I crossed into the spiritual, and after having read every Watchman-y book I could get my hands on, was the practical aspect of navigating the spiritual realm. I'm hoping I can fill in some of those gaps for you. Because in addition to the rich spiritual concept I present in these videos on this most unusual journey, I think it'd be helpful to you to see some of the ways I interact with the Lord. The Spiritual Christian, Volume 1, The Desert, which will be out soon. By studying Israel, which I call God's magnifying glass, it's easy to see God's plan for our lives and why some of the unexplained struggles we Christians go through, why they happen. The Exchanged, a Christian-based thriller filled with mystery, suspense, intrigue, and an ending you'll never guess. Hopefully I'll be able to make an announcement about this book soon. Next time, next step. Again, if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to do so now. That way you don't miss a single video. Can't wait until next time. Like me on Facebook and visit me at michaelramseybooks.com.